What's up guys, it's me Janne here, and today Neste Rally Finland 2020 route was revealed, and LAAJAVUORI was part of it somewhere. There it is. And in today's video I'll be doing a stage preview presentation about the stage and share some fun memories since I've lived for like 15 years very close to it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know, take you on a tour to show the trickiest spots and maybe tell some fun memories as well. Hope you guys enjoy. So first spot is here on the parking lot, where I guess the stage will begin, and then we will go up hills towards there, up the slope on a tarmac route before we head into these woods. And as this stage is in RBR, and we know that RBR is pretty much realism, there are a few tricky places here. For example, if you go too wide off the road, you can drop into abyss, into nothingness, so that's tricky. And also here are plenty of cars and some idiots doing downhill skiing because they can't handle flatland skiing, so that they might be in the way when the rally is going on as well. So those make this the first challenging spot. And now we are at the second tricky spot, the double hairpin. Cars come from there, over here, heavy braking hairpin number 1, and then we go a bit that way, hope to not fall, it's icy as fuck. And there is another hairpin right here, where we turn left and onto the main route again. In the old days, the LAAJAVUORI stage came from there and just fast, but now with the ever rising speeds of the cars, we are using the slower route and taking this hairpin here and then fucking off all the way there, where is our next tricky spot. And this one is also tricky because I'd guess that in rally day configuration there will be concrete barriers on there, on the outside at least, maybe some here on the inside as well. And on previous years some of those trees have been violated by rally cars. Now they seem to be a bit far away, so I don't think that will be the case now, but regardless, it's a really narrow and tricky place, and definitely one of the important spots on this stage. And here we are at the tricky spot number 3. There is the fucking big ski jump hills. Rest in peace Matti Nykänen. And yeah, this is tricky spot number 3, because here on this side of the road I once saw a drunk driver had crashed a car. So if some of the drivers accidentally get drunk, this is a really tricky space where they can go off, as proved by history. Fourth tricky spot is up here, and it's mostly tricky if you are the Flintstones. Fuck, that hill is steep. Still out of breath. But yeah, it shouldn't be a problem with 380 brake horsepower, but with 2 skinny legs with Adidas pants on, this is fucking tough as shit. At least for me. But for a person with reasonable fitness levels, it'd be probably quite easy. But yeah, that's spot number 4. And now we are at tricky spot. I have already lost my count. Coming from there, and through this narrow gate. And as far as I know, the cars will be heading over there. And this tends to get very rutted in here. So definitely a tricky spot. And it's not that wide either, like 1.5 car lengths, or widths actually, not lengths, 1.5 car widths, I guess. And also, to add to the trickiness, there are these fucking lazy ass skiers who can't do it on the flat land. And here we are at the next tricky spot, coming from around there, over me, I'm dead, and then downhill over there, crest and right-hander. But the main thing here to notice is these small ruts. So basically, who has the best or the narrowest track width is gonna be the fastest, as they can lean onto these ruts here and gain a ton of time. Also tricky because he's fucking snow. Shit's slippy, you know. Okay, maybe there's not snow in the summer, but you never know. It's Finland after all. Now there is a downhill and just a fucking beautiful scenery. Easy to get distracted by this. This is why this is a tricky spot as well. And same long ass corner that I showed earlier, but it just fucking tightens bad. So unless you have a good nose here, you might be screwed. Tricky spot number whatever. We are like 1 kilometer maybe from the top that I showed before. And there is this fucking adult entertainment penis long left-hander. So it's basically like driving an oval, and we all know that that shit is boring. So there's a risk of falling asleep while driving through this corner. It's so long that it puts even Ron Jeremy into shame. That's much. And yeah, it tightens to the end, like almost every fucking corner here. Just so that it's not, even by accident, too easy. Okay, a small kind of an apology, because ovalating, sorry, I mean oval racing is actually quite fucking neat. So do not lynch me, all of you Americans. Please. Also we are here at the next tricky spot. There's a long straight before this spot, a bit of uphill, and then that flat section there. And then there's a tricky left-handed that tightens a bit towards the end. Okay, there's the trees outside to line up the road, so it gives a bit of a clue. But still, and it also gets narrower when we go downhill over there. So with the wrong note, the trees are calling for you. And so is Runki Racing Team on Richard Burns Rally Tech plugin. There is the previous tricky spot, maybe 100-200 meters downhill. Then we turn into this right-hander. Okay, it's cambered a bit towards the inside, but shit's narrow as fuck and also going downhill. And really tricky corner. And like I said previously, RBR is pretty much reality. So if that's the case, someone will go off here this year as well. But to be honest, I don't think anyone will, because either it's all the way so late in the rally that no one wants to really push anymore, or then because they are actually professionals unlike me. But yeah, this is a really fucking tricky corner. And there have been some pretty awesome slides as well in the previous years when I've been just a wee boy watching it here. And yeah, coming through the corner now, it is really tricky. Tightens a bit towards the end, not much, but a bit. And when we film uphill, we see that it's fucking steep, really steep. And we can see the next tricky spot as well. I mean, well, you can't, but I can. I'm walking on literally ice. But yeah, here we can see the final spot of this video. Okay, it's not tricky because fucking left-hander, easy as balls. But there's a funny story. I told you that I'll tell many funny stories, but I didn't know that one is not equal as many. So, but yeah, there. Okay, 2 stories. I'm making my promises to be true. Fucking great. And that's the previous tricky spot, and here we come to the memory lane pretty much. This is a left-hander that slightly tightens towards the end, but it's beautifully oh fuck. Yeah, it's a tricky spot after all. Almost fell down. But yeah, beautifully cambered towards the inside, pretty much the perfect rally corner. And there are 2 funny stories from here. One, it was like 2004 or 2003, and me and my 2 friends were sitting on that very stone, and there was some small tree stumps right over there. underneath to rock, and my Toppy fell, and there came some stick or something through Toppy's seat up in the ass of Toppy, and he got hurt, and there was plenty of ass related jokes on that day. And then the second one is that you can see over there opens another road. There was I can't remember the year for this, to the early 2000s. There was an old couple coming, you know, walking with sticks, like kind of like skiing but without being able to use skis, so for even more stupid people basically. They came through there, and they were standing probably around there on the spot right over there, and there came François Delacour or Duval, someone François, I can't remember, it's been so long ago, fucking blasting through there, sliding beautifully, and the couple over there got their face full of gravel, and it was hilarious. They were like completely unaware that there was a rally there. We're just coming for a proper normal Thursday or Friday walk with sticks because they don't know how to ski, and got blasted by a beautiful white Ford Focus. That's all I remember, white Ford Focus and someone named Francois. Don't remember if it's Delacour or Duval, either one of those as far as I know, but yeah, it's been long time since that, so can be also that I remember wrong the driver, but it was definitely a white Ford Focus, and there you go, a gravel shower, a good one as well. And with this one we are inching close to the end of the stage, just these few fast, almost flat corners, right-hander and a left-hander that you can see there, and then there's the finish for the stage. And there's one tricky thing, at least usually here on the stage, there's a gate and it is closed, so everyone with anything taller than a Lancia 037 is screwed. But yeah, I think that's all the tricky spots and the spots I wanted to show from the stage. Beautiful stage. And yeah, that's our LAAJAVUORI stage preview done. This was last used in 2011 if I remember correctly, so not all drivers have driven here, but Latvala at least has. I think Tanak was with the yellow EVOs, but he was there on that year as well, and also Evans, well, Loeb, OJ, if Loeb drives, he's got experience here, and who else? Elvin, Evans, Esa-Pekka Lappi have all driven through here, and there you can see the stage finish open up beautifully, fast as balls. And I think those guys who have driven this before have a slight advantage, not much but slight, because they have driven this before. This is kind of a unique stage, short kind of sprint stage, but with really tricky corners, tricky places, and that kind of places where experience is really a good thing. Most of things, experience is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, that is all for now. I'm walking towards the end. I hope I don't fall again. Okay, I didn't fall, it was only close. And yeah, that is all for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I will be definitely here at LAAJAVUORI for Rally Finland 2020. Hope to see some of you guys as well. And yeah, see you guys again on Monday. You'll never guess which stage I'm gonna drive then. Thanks for watching. Bye.